Hi, Ellie here, and today we are going to go over what you need to know when you use the Ooni Koda 2 Pro to get impressive results. Let's do it. Frothy coffee time. Cheers. It's an 18-inch pizza oven, but it comes with two stones. They are easy to take in and out, and you can turn them over. So firstly, if you do burn debris on your stone, don't worry, you can just turn them over and then cook on the other side. And as you're cooking on the other side, the stone will burn off the debris from the underside where the debris was. So once you've set up the oven, then you will need to heat up your stone. And you need to get it as hot as it can get. So the stone will need to get to 430 degrees Celsius, which is about 860 degrees Fahrenheit on the stone surface. I normally say the center. That's where I aim for because that's where I place my pizza. So wherever you place your pizza, the center of that area of your pizza cook should be 430 degrees Celsius. But with this pizza stone, it's very consistent with the temperatures. I find I can place my pizza pretty much anywhere on the stone and I will get the same temperature. So now I don't need to think about where I'm going to place my pizza because of the heat of the stone. I place my pizza where I want to cook. And I've been using this oven over the last few weeks and testing out where the best place is to cook. And my personal favourite place at the moment is the centre of the stone. And that's because I get an equal heat distribution from either side. If I cook closer to the left, the right-hand side of the pizza doesn't cook as fast and I end up having to rotate the pizza more often. So in the centre, I find that because it's cooking the two sides at the same time, I just need to rotate it back to front and then I can cover all my areas. So yeah, best is the centre of the oven and not the sides. Also, what flame size do I cook on? Well, I've also been testing this and the flame size I cook on just below full. Not full, but just below it. I use it on full to heat up the oven and then I just dial it down a little bit just to get that slightly lower cook because I don't mind not having a super fast cook. I want to make sure that all of my topping and the base and the sides cook at the same time, so I turn it down. If you find that your crusts are cooking faster than the base and the top, you will need to turn the flame down. It means that the flame is cooking the crusts too quickly. But if you find that the base is cooking fast and the top is cooking fast, but the sides are cooking too slow, you will need to ramp up your flame to get the crusts to cook at the same time as the top and the base. So you just need to keep an eye on as to what part of your oven is cooking the fastest and then adjust your dial accordingly based on that. And once you get to know your oven, it'll do the same thing every time. And that's another thing I wanted to mention about this oven is the consistency. Like every time I put my pizza in, I know I'm going to get a result that I want. It's not like a guessing game. Oh, is this one going to come out good today? Is this one not? Because the oven is so consistent in the way the heat is distributed. And I think it's due to this new gas technology that's in these new ovens. And I can say that for the new Koda 2 as well. So I use a 14-inch pizza peel in these ovens. I don't have a bigger one. I am going to get a bigger one, but I'm quite happy to use a 14-inch peel right now. I use a wooden pizza peel for the launch. And then I use a metal peel with perforations for the turn. I've got a square perforated metal peel that's 14 inches that I use if I want to turn outside the oven or grab my pizza because it's quite big on the first turn. And then after that, I'll grab my 7-inch pizza peel. Even though it's a much bigger oven than a 7-inch peel, you don't need to have a big turning peel for pizza. A 7-inch pizza peel for turning is perfect in any size oven, unless it's less than 7 inches. The gas burner is situated on both sides, and as I mentioned just now, this makes sure that it heats up the stone evenly and requires a lot less turning. And this is the major part about this oven I feel that's really taken this to another level compared to my Koda 16, is that now I'm cooking in an oven that heats it up in a much better way, in a more efficient way. It just makes it so much easier to cook in, and that's what you want, especially if you are a beginner. But Even though I cook on just a notch down from full flame in this oven, I still have to keep my eye on that pizza. It's cooking super fast. It can cook in 60 seconds. You've got to keep an eye on it. The thickness of the stone in this oven is 20 millimeters. And what that does, it retains the heat. So if you're cooking one pizza after the other, multiple pizza, then this stone will absorb all the heat from the oven and it won't take that much longer to heat up every time. It can get hot very quickly in between cooks. So you'll need to make sure you monitor the temperature of the stone in between each cook, because I have had an outcome where my base has cooked faster than the sides and the top because the stone has just taken on more and more heat in between each cook. If you have put too much heat on the stone and you are ready for your next pizza cook and you want to reduce that temperature, then all you need to do is grab a cast iron pan if you have one, any cast iron pan, and you need to just stick it in that oven for 60 seconds, remove it, and you'll find that the pan will have absorbed all of the heat that you wanted to get rid of quickly and allow you to cook your pizza without burning it. Even though the top of the stone may say, oh, it's 430, inside it could be even hotter. So what the cast iron pan does, it just pulls it out from the center of that stone just a little bit so that your pizza doesn't burn. To get impressive results when you're cooking in a sizzler pan or a grizzler pan or any cast iron dishes, there's loads of room, and I love the fact that this oven comes with the food probe for when you need to monitor your food, especially chicken and pork, so you can just ensure that it's properly cooked inside, and that's a real bonus. And obviously it's got the digital connect system, which I've got a video on here how to use that. Click on the link above and in my description below for more information on how to set that up and how it works. If you're also interested in the Koda 2 oven, check out this video. Gives an overview of the Koda 2 and how to get impressive results from that oven too. Our main points from this video: make sure that you turn the stone over after every cook so there's no debris. Ensure that you get the stone to the right temperature. 430 Celsius is a perfect temperature to get that base cook. You can use a pizza peel up to 18 inches in this oven, and also a smaller metal turning peel if you turn your pizza inside the oven. Use a wood pizza peel for launching, a metal one for turning inside or outside the oven. Remember to keep an eye on this oven. Even though it's very big, it does cook the pizza fast. There's a lot of heat going on inside. I don't use sugar or oil in my dough. My pizza dough recipe is linked above and below as well. If you do use sugar and oil in your dough recipe, it's going to cook even faster because the sugar will cook faster and the oil will brown it up faster. I also use fresh pizza dough that's nice and warm that I've just made in my bread maker. So I'm pretty much making my whole pizza from beginning to cooked in about an hour, and I'm really enjoying it. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. Please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on the Koda 2 Pro are. And if you've got any questions or any tips, please place them in the comment section below. And so thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.